The Story of Lawyer Jane, Episode 6. Simbi checked the wedding date on the invitation card given to her by Barrister Jane and started her plan on how to stop the marriage from happening. She felt so hot that she was ready to do anything to make sure that Dele does not marry Jane as planned. She did not understand why the lawyer who handled her divorce case would in turn fall in love with her former husband. She was yet to come to terms with the fact that Dele had accepted to marry Jane. "I think they planned against me. They ganged up against me. Why is it that they fell in love immediately after the divorce? These people are planning to put me to shame. That Jane of a woman, I will deal with her. I will show her the difference between Egbe and Egbe. If she has been snatching other people's husband, I will make her know she cannot snatch my own." Simbi said she was in her hotel room eating fried chicken and drinking wine. She had sold her last property and don't even own a car again. When she finishes spending the last money in her account, she would have no money again and no property to sell. "How can you snatch my husband when I hired you to be my lawyer in a divorce case? So it was your plan to snatch my man? Was that why you accepted to be my lawyer? People are very wicked in this world. I think I should pay Jane another visit," Simbi said as she drank the last wine in the glass cup, chewed her chicken meat, and then left the hotel room. She had to order an Uber ride because she had sold her car. The Uber arrived and drove her to Jane's office. "Do you know you are a wicked witch? So your plan is to snatch my husband all along. You are very wicked. I hired you to be my lawyer and now you have stolen my man. Was that your plan all along? Let me ask you, how many women have you snatched their husbands? I am sure mine is not the first husband you are snatching. You must have done it to other women who come to you to handle their divorce," Simbi said with anger. She refused to sit down and she was standing and facing Jane. "I did not snatch your husband and I have never snatched anyone's husband. By the way, you divorced your husband and legally, you no longer have a claim over him. He is free to marry another woman if he so wishes," Jane replied, but her reply fell on deaf ears and even made Simbi angrier. "Spare me that rubbish. Haven't you heard of divorcees who later forgave each other and came to remarry? Haven't you heard of a man who later came back to his wife after divorce? You were just intent on snatching my man from me, and now you have succeeded in bewitching him and getting him to agree to marry you. You old witch, you have entered menopause and you cannot give him children," Simbi fired back. "I did not bewitch Dele. Look at you. You that are young, how many children did you give him? All you know is stay idle and eat. Between I and you, there is no basis for comparison. I am far ahead of you in every aspect of life. And let me tell you, I know you told lies so as to get the divorce. You said he was beating you. You said he used to beat you every day. Meanwhile, the things you said were lies. Even the picture and videos you presented as evidence of the beating were all fake. You got the pictures through makeup and studio photo sessions just so that you can achieve your aim of giving a dog a bad name so you can hang it. You treated Dele like trash and dumped him in the dustbin. Now that I have picked him and cleaned him up, you are suddenly realizing that he is your husband. Let me tell you, you have divorced him and it is over between the two of you. Now he is my man and my husband to be. I want you to stay away from us," Jane said. She had stood up from her office chair to make her point clear. "So you knew I was telling lies against my husband and yet you went ahead to handle the divorce case. Why didn't you advise me against it? I have come here to tell you once again to quietly call off the wedding so that there will be peace. I am trying so much to use a peaceful means to settle this case so that the two of us will avoid impending problem. But whichever way you want it, I am ready. Let me inform you that if you refuse to call off the wedding, I will have to implement my plans against the two of you, and trust me, you will feel the heat, Simbi said as she started leaving the office. Look at me, Simbi. Do I look like Dele, who you used to beat up like a child? Or do you think I don't know you used to beat your husband and make him cry like a baby? I am not Dele. If you try me, I will put you where you belong. If you as much come here to threaten me again, I will show you that I am a woman like you. I will face you woman to woman and show you pepper, Jane said, sending out a strong warning. Simbi stormed out of the office. That evening, Simbi picked up her phone and called Dele. Hello, Dele. Please, can I see you? Simbi asked. Why do you want to see me? Dele replied. There is something I want us to talk about. Please don't say no. Can we see at the restaurant this evening? I promised I will not take your time. It will just be for a few minutes. The discussion will be very brief. Please, it's a matter of life and death, and I need your help to survive. Simbi pleaded with Dele. She sounded very pitiful and her voice was emotional. All right, I will come and see you, Dele replied over the phone. In the evening, Dele dressed up and left the house without telling Jane where he was going. He went to the restaurant where Simbi was already waiting for him.